Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how are you?
I am great. You are amazing for being so flexible with me. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, totally fine. My kids are sleeping, so if they wake up because they're taking their nap, anyways, it should be
Uh,
fine, but they may wake up. So we'll see.
totally good. No, I had a lot of questions and a lot of questions about payments, so we got it all squared away. So I didn't want to, have her get off the phone without it having her questions answered. But I greatly appreciate you. How many kiddos do you have?
I have two.
Two. I got you beat. I got five.
You do? Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Wow.
I had three of my own, and then my wife has two. So collectively, we've got five.
Wow, that's awesome.
So it's never a dull moment
Really
over
cool.
here.
Oh, yeah, same. Are you even with two? It's crazy. Two boys, so
Oh yeah,
they're very busy.
you got your hands full. What are the ages?
2 and 3.
Ah, okay, okay, cool. Now, what state are you in? Where are you calling me from today?
Florida.
Florida. I'm jealous. I'm in Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay. Yeah, Florida is really nice. We
I
love it
know. Don't
here.
rub it in. All right. So today's call is all about you. It's going to give me a better indication, really, about who you are, what you're about, and where you're at with your online fitness business, and maybe where you want to be. We'll also kind of go over some challenges that you're facing, and by the end of this call, I better be able to provide you some sense of clarity. Okay? Is that a cool?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. So kind of tell me a little about yourself. Where are we currently at? What do we do?
Um, I just stay home with the kids. I don't work right now. I just got my NASM certification done in December. And so I've just been on the fence, hemming and hawing. Do I start something? Do I not start something? Because life just feels crazy staying home with the boys. But I also want something for myself where I feel more fulfilled and able to, I love working out. Like working out, I feel like is my thing. And so I'm passionate about it. So I want to help other people feel the same passion that I have for it. I don't know. I just enjoy it. So that's like what I can think of, what something that I'd enjoy to do.
Yeah.
So I'm
So
trying to figure out.
if I'm hearing this correctly, right? You love working with your kiddos, but you want to have something that really fulfills your own needs. Like we want to have more purpose driven, right? So just having something flexible to still be mom, still be cool mom, in shape mom, but also be able to make some really good money doing it, right?
Exactly. Yes.
I love that. Now, outside of like wanting to have those things that impact more for other individuals, and I know that you enjoy it, what else do you feel like online coaching is going to give you? Are we looking for more financial freedom, more flexibility? What are we looking for?
Oh yeah, definitely. Financial freedom, just more flexibility. I mean, I don't know, just all of the above.
All right, well, let's make this happen for you, right?
Okay.
Deal. Cool. Now, what is our goal? Like right now, what would you like to be making to feel comfortable?
Um, I mean, the sky's the limit. I mean, 10K a month would be great. Um, I don't know if I have the time to make 10K a month, or maybe I just am not willing to make the time with everything else I feel like on my plate. But yeah, I mean, I'd love an extra 10,000 a month would be great.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. Industry averages for online training on the very low end are 250 per month, all the way up to 500. Okay, so you're certified. Let's say you're feeling really confident, really qualified. Let's just say you're charging upwards of, say, on average, 400 bucks. Okay, to get to 10K, that's only 25 clients. So think about that. Like you're in Florida, which is a great state. It's always warm. People are going to be kind of more conscientious of their body. And then you have the rest, you know, as well. So 25 clients will get us 10K. As far as time goes, if we can dictate 10 to 20 hours per week, we're in a really solid spot. Do you think you could dictate 10 to 20 hours per week?
I think I can do 10.
That works. So all we need
Okay.
to do 10 to 20 hours per week, you're in a solid spot. Now, if for some reason at the very beginning, you're not able to dictate the 10, right? We just need to be more realistic with our overall expectations. Can you get to 10K? Yes. Will it take us a little bit longer? Yes, right? Instead of maybe 4 months, it might take us, 5 to 6. So if we can really start, making it a minimum of 10 hours, great. If you can't do 10 hours, okay, we'll just work with the time that you do have available. We're not trying to add anything additional to your plate. We're trying to maximize the time that you do have available to get you toward that financial freedom that you're looking for, and that stability. Cool?
Okay.
All right, cool. Now, as far as the biggest challenge to get this thing up and running, what would that be?
I feel like I think my biggest fear is like social media. I go on social media a lot, but I never post. I'm never active on social media. And I don't even know how to make a reel. I feel like, an old lady. Like I don't know how to do anything on social media when it comes to like creating content. So I feel very just dumb and insecure and just worried about that aspect of things because I feel like it's going to take me, and it's probably just all in my head, but I feel like it's going to take me a lot of time to create all this content and making sure it looks perfect and yada, yada, yada.
So we actually help solve all those issues. We have weekly mindset calls specifically for these type of things, right? Because no matter where you're at, stress over social media, some will stress over DMing, some will stress over fear of failure, right? Those are all natural, normal feelings, no matter how much money you're generating. Even 7-figure earners have those fears, right? But we just need to be able to kind of figure out how to move forward with our business despite that. Okay. So you don't need a large social media following. I'll tell you right now, I don't have a large one at all. I rarely even post as much anymore. Okay. Now, the thing is, we just got to get creative. Our main focal point is to get to people that we can solve their problems. So once we figure out what problem we solve, we can then start narrowing down what type of, posts that we're going to make. And the cool thing is, as I go through this presentation, we're going to show you how to do it more efficiently, utilizing AI technology and chat GPT. That a lot of these things can get us done a lot faster for us and not spend so much monotonous time doing it. Okay. Other thing is, you're going to have an assigned one-on-one coach the entire duration. So this individual will help guide you, provide you resources to ensure you're always on track for that level of success that you're looking for. So again, you have a whole community at your disposal. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So outside of social,
how
go
much,
ahead.
I'm sorry, how much like they're willing to like help anytime kind of thing, or like, how does that work? Like my
Yeah, great.
coach, I don't know, would they give me like templates and then I just kind of add little doodads in there, or how much? I don't know. Can you go into a little more detail with that?
Yeah, absolutely. Even during our actual presentation, I'm going to deep dive into social media because I know that's your pain point. So I'll show you step by step on how we do that. But to give you some context prior to going into that, they will give you usually resources on like what type of media to make, like almost like an outline, like a schedule for you to follow. And then from there, you're just executing that, right? And then as
Okay.
far as when we actually go into the presentation, the things that we show you literally go like step by step, like it's very tutorial style. So you'll never have to guess at all. And as far as calls with your coach, you'll have coaches, or you'll have coaching calls every 2 weeks, and they'll be on Zoom, very similar to this. You get to revisit the game plan, make any necessary changes, receive feedback, get very specific instructions. And then outside of those game planning calls, you'll have a private Facebook community that you can utilize to ask questions for as well and get other perspectives and network. You'll also have weekly coaching calls as well through like group calls, such as like mindset calls, or maybe if you're struggling with sales or marketing. We cover all that. So there's a multitude of different resources that we're actually going to provide you.
Okay.
And then you'll also have 24/5 tech support as well. So outside of those game planning calls and those one-on-one calls, you can text your coach literally 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. They're contractually obligated to answer all of your questions. So when I went through it when I was about a year and a half ago, I was texting my coach like for no reason, just because I could. So like I'm getting the most out of my money, right? So same thing with what you'd want to do. Hey, I did this. What's my next step, right?
Okay.
Cool. So outside of that, what are some things that we tried to kind of make this thing forward, or is this our first steps?
I'm sorry, what's your question?
What are some things that we've tried to make this reality? I know that you got NASM certified recently, but outside of that, what have we tried to actually do to make this become like a reality for us?
Nothing.
Okay, so these are our first
I haven't
steps.
done anything. Yeah.
Cool, not a problem. A lot of individuals are in the same category, so nothing to worry about. A lot of people just know they're passionate about health and fitness, and they're just trying to figure out, how can I actually make a living off of this thing and serve more people? So totally fine there. Now, outside of that, what do you feel like you need from like a business coach or a mentor to be successful?
I just a lot of guidance. I mean, I don't know how to do any of the sales side of things. Just, I was watching the video last night, creating all the business stuff, setting up the business, like all the administration stuff and just all my systems and procedures, and just have everything like lined up and ready to go with, what to offer my clients, how to deal with people when they, are kind of beating around the bush and don't want to sign on for a coaching program, or just all the things. I just need all the help.
That's perfect. I love that you know that. So it sounds like, oop.
There we go.
Oh, you back?
I am. Yes. I don't know what happened.
I was like, did I say something she didn't like? She hung up.
No.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, for the most part, it's a little broken up, but let me turn off here. That's better.
Okay.
Okay, I turned it off. Let's see how it goes.
Cool. And if it continues to be a problem, let me know. All I need to make sure is you can see my screen. I can always call you and mute my computer, so that way you can actually hear me talk full sentences. Okay, so let me know
Okay.
how it goes. All right. Now, it sounds like you had said that we really want like guidance, a step-by-step game plan to show you exactly how to do these things, right? Very clear communication, right? Now, let me ask you this. In the next 4 to 6 months, how would you like to see your life different than where it's currently at?
I think just feeling more, what's the word? Just confident in myself and in my abilities. Because, like, I said I got the certification, but I don't know how to coach people. I feel like I know a decent amount of what I'm doing in the gym. I feel pretty, I've gained a lot of confidence the past few years in the gym and lifting weights and just feeling stronger. But I just, don't necessarily know how to coach people very much. So I think just gaining confidence in myself and my abilities, and just feeling more of a person outside of a mom. So
Yeah, I love that. Feel more than a mom.
yeah.
We want to be mom 2.0, right? All right,
Exactly.
cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recap kind of our notes together. You're going to grade me from like an A to an F on how good I do. Okay. So right now we're based out of Florida. Right now you're a stay-at-home mom. You got 2 boys, 2 and 3 years old. Our main reason why we're on this call is we want to feel fulfilled. We don't want to just feel like a mom. We want to feel like a certified badass too, right? We want to do something that's going to give us some financial freedom, a little bit of flexibility as well. Our main goal is to get to 10K plus, but our biggest time issue is time. But you feel like we can dictate at least 10 hours starting off. Our biggest challenge is social media, kind of like the fear of content creation, lead generation, pretty much all the systems and processes. What we tried so far is we've got certified through NASM, and these are our first steps as far as the online platform. What you need is you're looking for guidance, a clear-cut game plan, step-by-step procedures. In the next 4 to 6 months, you'd like to feel a lot more confident and feel more than just like a mom. How'd I do?
You did great. A.
All right, let's go. Okay, cool. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go over a high level of what we have to offer. Then I'll deep dive into the actual modules. I'm going to show you how we get you to become Mama 2.0. Cool.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you.
Right. Let me know when you can see my screen and we'll party.
Okay. Okay. I can see it.
All right. So as you know, we're the Next Level Coaching Academy. We're actually accredited through the Better Business Bureau. So we got a rating of an A and of a possible A+. And we're also backed by 3 of the largest certification companies in the world, ACE, NASM, and ISSA. So for you, this is going to be continuing education credits, which is pretty awesome. It's also a tax write-off. Now, the success ladder, we've got 2 tiers. We've got 10K Accelerator, we've got Mastery Level Coach. Now, 10K Accelerator is going to be great for an individual such as yourself who just got certified, looking to make some impact on the online platform. The information this course can get us from 0 up to 10K per month in as little as 4 months if so desired. Now, Mastery Level is for individuals who have been hitting 10K a month on a very consistent basis, and their focal point is to eventually get to 100K per month so they can step away from the coaching aspect and become more of a CEO of their own program, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So where we're currently at, we're really going to focus on building those foundations first with the 10K Accelerator. Would you agree?
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. Now, the 10K Accelerator program is really broken down into 4 phases. The first thing we want to do is we want to get you some clients. We can't call ourselves a business without paying clients. So once we have that set up, then we'll establish a solid business foundation. We'll then generate leads organically utilizing AI technology to make it more efficient. We'll develop sales and retention strategies to help you reach, sustain, and surpass 10K per month. Okay. On the support side of things, this is pretty awesome. I mentioned this earlier, you're going to have an assigned one-on-one coach the entire duration. You'll have a customized game planning call with that individual to really review where you want to be in the most efficient way to get there. Then every 2 weeks, you'll have coaching calls very similar to this. You'll get to revisit the game plan, make those changes, receive that feedback, and then you'll have specific instructions on what you need to execute. You'll also be introduced to a private sales coach as well. This is going to be someone who's going to teach you how to understand the psychology of sales, how to really get a larger return of investment, and how to close down these sales calls at a 40% clip or greater. 5 times we have group support calls that accommodate your mama schedule. So this will go over mindset issues, client delivery, marketing, lead generation, even case studies as well. Okay. And then 24/5 tech support. So again, you can text your coach as much as you like. They're contractually obligated to answer all of your questions. And then becoming a fitness entrepreneur is exciting, it's fun, it's amazing, but it's also overwhelming at times. So we've created what we call the Zenpreneur method. We help with weekly mindset calls, meditation sessions, even breath work, even journaling, just to ensure you're always in a good headspace to always move forward with your business. Okay. Resources, you're going to have that private Facebook group. This is a phenomenal thing to have. You'll also have that 24/5 tech support. You'll have the group support calls, and you'll also be eligible for the NLCA Live Conference. The resources, you're going to have that course curriculum. You'll have the Zenpreneur method we got done discussing. We'll also give you agency outsourcing options when you're ready to make specific changes or enhancements to your program. We do offer an optional certification at no additional charge. I don't think you would need this because you are already NASM certified. Any questions on that so far?
You guys teach me how to use AI stuff?
Yeah.
That's great. I love it.
Yeah. We're on the cutting edge. I told you you'd be Mama 2.0 at the end of
yeah, that's one of the questions my
this
husband
thing. I told you. All right.
AI
Here's the secret sauce. Your husband does AI?
He's just researching it and stuff. He's into it for sure. So anyway.
Yeah. So he's gonna love this program because we'll even show you how to maximize Chat GPT as well. That's another big one that everyone's using right now.
That's great.
All right, here's the secret sauce to get you to 10K. 4 phases. Phase 1, act first. What does that mean? We're going to launch our business. We're going to announce to the world who we are and what we're about, and we're going to utilize very specific strategies to get you your first couple clients within that first 2 to 2.5 weeks. Then we're going to set up all your back-end administration systems. We're going to make sure you're a legal company. We're also going to identify what problems you solve for individuals. Based upon that, we'll create our offer and pricing. So this first 2 phases will be done within that month to month and a half time frame. Phase 3 and phase 4 is where we're going to spend the majority of our time. Okay, so we're going to teach you organic marketing utilizing AI software. We'll teach you how to generate leads with NLCA's community lead generation method, which we use WhatsApp Root for. And we'll also teach you basic sales funnel creations and close down deals more easily. Okay. Phase 4, we're going to teach you the #1 skill you can ever possibly learn, the art of sales. So we're going to maximize your marketing capabilities and your selling capabilities. We're going to have consistent client delivery systems, and we're going to have an emphasis on customer support and client retention to keep people happy for longer periods of time. Any questions on those 4 phases?
Not at the moment.
Cool. All right. So this is what we came for. This is the actual course. 32 total modules. Each module will have an overview link that you can read. It'll also be associated with videos. Both the link and the videos are tutorial style, so they literally go step by step on each thing, okay? First step to becoming a full-time coach, I mentioned this earlier, we're going to implement multiple strategies right out the gate to get you your first couple clients. Now, the cool thing is the resources we provide are already done for you, so this makes our time more efficient. From there, we're going to move into the 10K Accelerator Directory. I want you to view this as onboarding material that will help you become a better student. It really shows you how to maximize the program to its fullest capacity. We'll move into the roadmap. We're going to show you what we need to do to get from 0 to 5K, and then what do we need to do to get to 5 to 10. So again, step-by-step videos, you'll know exactly what's expected of you to get there. The mindset and lifestyle module, based upon your specific goals, we want to create daily and nightly routines to ensure you're constantly moving toward that lifestyle that you want to create. Also with mindset, whether that's confidence, fear of failure, anxiety, imposter syndrome, we help you get over that so we can move forward with our business, okay? From there, we'll show you what the top 10 struggles that fitness entrepreneurs face, but we've also provided solutions to each and every one of these as well. Now, administrations and ChatGPT is where things get interesting. So like ChatGPT, kind of like the Google on steroids, right? It's like a high-power virtual assistant. Really, how can we maximize this feature to set up SOPs, create content creation ideas, even great for workouts and programming as well. Now, the backend systems, we'll show you how to set up waiver Stripe for payments, DocuSign for client agreements, Typeform and Calendly to book calls with you. We'll even show you different apps you can utilize to upload all of your programming and all of your nutrition for your clients to make it more convenient for them. Same thing for your financial systems. We're going to show you how to set up your LLC, get your employment identification number, when to open up a business bank account, how to track what's coming in and out of your business, how to pay quarterly taxes, when to pay yourself, examples of business write-offs, business liability insurance, health insurance, all that. Now, the cool thing about this is if you were to file your LLC the traditional way, it takes roughly 2 to 3 weeks. We're partnered with a company that's called Taylor Brands. It's an AI company. This can be done in like a matter of 2 to 3 minutes. So again, efficiency, convenience, okay? Then we'll move into target setting. We're going to create your 3-year vision, your 1-year vision, your 3-month vision. We're going to deep dive into your specific goals, which will lead us into identifying our ideal challenge or what problem you solve for individuals. Based upon that, we'll then create our offer and pricing. So is this going to be a more do it for you, do it with you, or do it yourself program? The more that you do for individuals, the higher the ticket offer. That high ticket offer will be established upon your overall length of terms. So we'll help the structure of your pricing and teach you how to create downsells and discounts when applicable. Any questions on that so far?
Really quick. So how do I get the first few clients? Is it just organic marketing, posting, and then, you know, messaging these people who comment or something, or?
Yep. So that first step that we're going to do was that very first module is we're going to introduce you to one of 3 different options. So one, we'll do an intro post. Okay. One we'll do can I think an intro post, or we'll run a scholarship strategy within that first 90 days. You're already certified, so we don't need to waste time doing that. So we might have you do an intro post 1 week, and then maybe 2 weeks later, we might do a scholarship strategy, okay? There's multitude of ways to do this, but this gets people excited and wanting to sign up with you. And then we're gonna really target people that are already familiar with you, the people that already like you, trust you, love you, that might have already been like coming up to you. We're gonna use your power base essentially, okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so organic marketing, we're gonna show you how to expand your reach, okay? And we're gonna show you how to do this when I say organic for free. So we're not gonna have to waste money on this, okay? We're also gonna show you how to do 1 hour's worth of work, but get 14 different pieces of content created out of that 1 hour. So again, all about efficiency and convenience, okay? We'll also show you how to set up a podcast and a YouTube. We wanna expand your reach. We want more people to know who you are and what you're about. We want people to know how much of a badass you are as a mom too, okay? We want people to resonate with you. Then we're gonna show you how to market for all things Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok related. So it's more than just randomly posting. Very specific strategies and resources behind each and every one of these. We even take it all the way down to the hashtag use. So again, we use data analytics to really track what's working and what's not. We'll also show you how to maximize everything TikTok related as well. So again, step-by-step processes here.
Okay.
Content creation made easy. We're going to introduce you to Canva Basic and Canva Pro, as well as Microsoft Designer. So this is going to be a great editing feature to really make your page more aesthetically pleasing. We want you to think of your social media kind of like a storefront. So say, for instance, you and your husband are out shopping. You see something on the inside of a window that attracts you and wants you to go in that store. We want individuals to kind of think like that when they see your page. Like, dang, what's she got going on over there? Okay, so we'll show you how to do that. And then we'll move into the 10K lead generation framework. The first of which is what we call earned media. I want you to think of this as people coming to you or inbound marketing, okay? So first what we'll do is we'll show you how to set up a WhatsApp group. Why are we setting up a WhatsApp group? Who are we going to be targeting and why and how will it benefit you? Once we have that done, we'll then give you specific resources and strategies to get you people in the door. So cross-pollination, example of that, maybe you're partnered with another coach and now their clients get to see who you are, your audience gets to see who they are, and now we're expanding our overall followers and reach. So people are more understanding of who you are. Resources. Everyone loves a free resource. How many times have we all clicked on something that says, click here for my free workout or whatever? Easy way to get people in the door. Probably my favorite though is a scholarship strategy. Again, this is a great way to get people excited about wanting to work with you. And then the individuals that don't win the scholarship, you'll be like, hey, I really appreciate that you signed up. You didn't win. However, I am offering 10% off since you applied. So again, just another way to incentivize them to get them to sign up with you. Okay. Now, the opposite of this is what we call conversation to calls. This is like outbound marketing or you reaching out to individuals first. We'll give you specific scripts. We're going to give you conversation to call examples, but more importantly, we're going to show you where to find all these leads on all three platforms and how to build and nurture these relationships. And now that you have that WhatsApp group strategy set up, they'll be filtered in from all different forms. So now they'll be talking to people that you already service. So they'll feel like they have a better indication of who you are and what you're about. We'll also be able to have more intimate conversations. So by the time they get on that sales call, they feel like they already trust you and it's a much warmer lead by then. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. And then referral strategy, the easiest way to grow business, friends, families, coworkers, talking about how amazing you are. We'll give you different resources and strategies to incentivize people to want to refer clients to you without having to ask. Sales and overview fundamentals. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, you got to be good at sales. You got to learn to love it. Okay. So we'll teach you the psychology behind sales and how to maximize your sales capabilities because we want to set up two types of phone calls. The first is a meet and greet. I want you to think of this as like a screening call. Do I really want to work with this person and can I actually solve their problems? So we'll give you real-time examples with our coaches, which will set up our closing call. It's where you're trying to lock down that lead, turn them into a client, okay? So we'll give you specific scripts. We'll give you our entire objection handling web. We'll teach you how to create downsells and discounts. This will be a game changer for you, creating financing options for people who normally couldn't afford it. And then again, how to lock down that lead once and for all. Once we lock down that lead, we want to go back and we want to track all this. We want to track how many calls were created, how many calls showed, and at what length of turn did they close at. We want to make sure there's predictable data every single month. So we'll give you resources how to track that efficiently. Now, objection handling is going to be all the excuses someone's going to give you as to why they can't start. So we give you over 30 different scenarios that you'll see over and over again. The more you can familiarize yourself with this, the easier it is for you to overcome those objections and get them to want to sign up with you a little bit sooner. Okay. Onboarding process, probably the most overlooked area by coaches and trainers. This is someone's first 30 days in your program. Okay. So this will make or break if someone wants to continue with you. We have to make sure this is special. There's no buyer's remorse, where standards and expectations are created. We essentially want to get them a resource in their hand within that first 24 to 48 hours while we're building out their program so they trust us. Client delivery is the fun stuff, week-to-week process and how you deliver services, but how can we do this more efficiently and save more time? We're going to show you how to utilize ChatGPT for this, creating resources, programming, things of that nature. And then no matter how good of a coach you are, this is going to happen. Someone's going to ghost you. Someone's going to quit. Someone's not going to listen. It's inevitable, right? But usually if someone's doing this, we're missing something for them. Some of them want a larger community base. They want to feel like they're part of something greater. Some of them want more individualized touch points with you. Some of them want challenges. And imagine this, some of them actually want to be incentivized to do what's already expected of them. So we'll give you resources and strategies to get them to execute at a higher level on a more consistent basis. Okay, from there, last one, client retention. We want to keep people happy for longer periods of time, advance into higher levels of our programming. So we'll teach you how to do that. I think I skipped over one. I did. The last one, customer support. How do we handle refunds, cancellations? How do we track it? How do we mitigate it for the upcoming months? Okay. All right. Quick recap, and we'll answer all of your questions. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Program itself is 4 months long. You'll have your customized game planning call with your coach. You have that one-on-one coach the entire enrollment period. One-on-one coaching calls every 2 weeks. One-on-one sales coaching as well. Facebook community and trainings with Chad. 5 times a week group support calls. 24/5 tech support in the business course curriculum. Is there anything you feel like we're missing here?
No.
How we feeling? Does mom like this?
Yeah, it's great. Very organized. That's great. There's a lot in there.
It is, because it's a lot to run like a legit official business, right? A lot of people overlook these things.
Yeah.
Cool. What questions do you have for me so far?
Let me look at my list. I made a list last night.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay, so with maybe you talked about these things already, but forgive me if I missed it. So with, like I said, no personal training experience, do you guys give me an app and I create my own workouts on the app to give to my clients, or do you guys help me come up with workouts for my clients, or how does that work?
So this would be something where I would probably throw in the additional certificate, the optional certification for you, because it's going to go over program design, programming variables. Okay. So we'll talk about tempo, reps, things of that nature that you might want to just familiarize yourself with. Okay. We'll also throw in a resource folder. So as you start your business, there's already workouts already pre-completed for you, whether it's a 3-day a week, 4-day a week, 5-day a week, because initially we want you to focus on building your business, not be overwhelmed with program design. But as you continuously go, you're going to end up, creating your own workouts. We don't create an app for you. That's something that you could always do down the road if you wanted to. But again, we're going to show you how to put those into different apps. So I probably wouldn't advise you to invest right away toward a Trainerize or a True Coach app yet until you have a significant amount of clients. So some people will do that, which is great if they want to, but my thought process is, why invest in something if I don't have the clients to back it up, right? So you can literally use Google Sheets or Google. People don't care what you use as long as you're getting them results. Now, once you have about 20 clients and it makes sense for you to have an ongoing monthly subscription to that, and it's paying for itself essentially, then you can. Okay. So I don't want you to have to invest money into something that you're not getting a return of investment back right away.
Okay.
And that's an easy way too to gain excitement. So say, for instance, you're my client and say you've been training with me for quite some time. I'd be like, hey, check this out. I'm really excited to kind of share with you that I've actually upgraded my features. I'm actually going to invite you into my True Coach app, and it's going to be free for you, but it's going to allow me and you to interact on that platform. You can see all of your programming to let me know when you're checking in, when you're not. So again, it just enhances that experience for them, right? It's an easy way to get buy-in.
Cool.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So how long do you usually do, 3-month program for clients kind of thing?
It's going to be based upon the individual. Yeah, it's going to be based upon the individual. So there's a lot of coaches will give 3 months, 3, 6, 9, 12. Me personally, truth first, I don't offer that out for 4, 8, 12. The more you offer, the more it confuses them. Think about McDonald's and Chick-fil-A, right? McDonald's has a dollar menu. People sit there forever trying to figure out what they want to get. Chick-fil-A, you got 3 options. And look at revenue-wise, Chick-fil-A is killing McDonald's revenue-wise because they're good at those 3 things. So don't overcomplicate it, right? Now, based upon my length of terms, I incentivize someone to stay with me longer. Give you an example. Let's just say you had a 4, 8, and 12 package, okay? So 4 months, obviously your goal is to get them to pay in full, but if they can't, my 4-month package might be equivalent to $450 per month, okay? An 8-month package might be equivalent to $375, and a 12-month package might be equivalent to 350 or whatever you're going to be selling that at, right? Now, me specifically, I have over 90% of my people signing for 8 and 12 because they see that price lower, but longer period of time, I get paid more over a longer period of time, right? So I have predictable data every single month. And more importantly, the people that are doing 8 and 12 no longer see me as a coach at the end of those terms. They see me as a trusted friend. And it's harder to say no to a friend ongoing, right? So if you're a smart trainer or a coach, you'll already start implementing their next round of training far before their term exceeds. So if you're my client, I'd be like, hey, check this out. This was our goals. These were our targets. This is what we hit, all factual based. I'm really excited because I've already written out your next program. I'm gonna give you some insight on that. I might do that 4 weeks before your actual term ends. So I don't even say, do we want to continue? I said, hey, this is what I have going for the next, 4 months or whatever. Are you excited? You'll say yes. And then boom. I don't have to have that weird conversation like, do you want to continue or not? It's already assumed unless they tell me no. So right now, my retention right now, my average client has been with me for over a year and a half. So I always have predictable data. I always know what I'm going to be bringing in.
Right.
So that's what
Okay.
I tell people. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. What else
What
you got?
about additional charges on top of the program?
Great question. So DocuSign, if you're going to use ChatGPT, which I totally would, I would suggest that. It's only like $20 additional a month. You're looking at maybe $50 to $100 additional on top of whatever it is you're paying for the course.
Okay. 150 to 100 a month.
Yep.
Okay. And how much is
What's that?
how much is the course?
Oh, girl, we're getting there.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
No, we're getting there. We're getting there. I know that's a huge thing for a lot of people. Yesterday,
Yeah.
when you were watching the video, did you get to hear about the 3 times your investment guarantee?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to kind of touch base on what that means. Okay, so
Okay.
a lot of companies will have like, oh, there's a money back guarantee. Those are great and dandy, but we actually we guarantee you'll make a specific amount or you get 100% refund. So in order to apply for that or be eligible for that, you'd have to attend your game planning call, which is pretty standard, attend all of your one-on-one coaching calls, which is only 2 per month, 1 group support call each week. Can't spend longer than 2 weeks on the optional certification if you want that. Got to run a scholarship strategy within the first 90 days, which is only going to maximize potential. Got to charge at least the bare minimum suggested price of $250 or more per month for services, and you can't have any late payments. If you do all that, show up and utilize our resources and our coaches, we guarantee you'll 3 times what you invested or you get 100% refund back. Now, year to date, we've helped over 3,000 students. We've only had to return 1.6%.
That's awesome.
Cool.
That's really cool. So even with so I don't have I have less than 100 followers on Instagram. I don't know about Facebook. I have no idea where I'm at with that. So, I mean, this will still work with a very low social media following. Okay.
Yeah. So I want you to think of this too. Again, think outside the box, which a lot of times other coaches won't think about. I want you to think about exploiting every option that you have available. So for instance, I'm partnered with a local supplement company, right? So I have those clients utilizing that supplementation. If that supplement company is going to essentially send me more clients because I'm supporting their business, that's one way that I'm doing it. The other way is my wife is in healthcare. Some of the most unhealthiest people are in healthcare. So I go do free seminars. I go talk to their CEOs and say, hey, I can actually maximize overall employee production by less sick days. And this is how I would do it. I get 15 referrals every time I go do a free seminar. And the reason I have 15 referrals is because they already know my wife. They already trust her. So they're like, oh, I like her. I'm going to like him. Easy way for me to pour in money, right? So an example for you, if you know other women who are moms that are struggling with, hey, there's more out here for me. I don't just want to be a mom. I'm called to do more than just that. That might be the problem you solve for individuals, helping women with their confidence, showing how women can have, yes, you're a mother. Yes, you have to be an empowered individual because you control human life right now. But also, how can you maximize your own potential as well, right? Confidence is a huge thing. Postpartum is a huge issue right now. These are all things you could really maximize, especially in your local community.
Okay.
So
Cool.
yes, if you think outside the box, there's a lot of ways we can generate a ton of revenue.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Did you get a chance to check out any testimonials?
I may have. I don't know if I looked at any last night or not.
That's cool. I'm only going to share two, and they're going to be
Okay.
from two opposite ends of the spectrum. Charlotte, this is
Okay.
Charlotte. She was an in-person trainer, only making about 40K a year. She wanted to get out of in-person. She wanted to really develop her overall optimal potential. She signed with us after 6 months. She contracted over 200K. Now she's making 70K a month as a CEO. So she has this massive empire, which is great for her. She's a top 10 percenter. Opposite of the spectrum, Karina. Karina's more like your basic everyday woman. She was making about 2K a month. Her main goal was she just wanted to travel and spend more time with her kids. That's all she wanted. Didn't want a massive empire. First tattoo indicates when she started NLCA. Bottom tattoo indicates when she quit her job. After 6 months, she was collecting 10 to 12K on a regular basis. Now she's making 15K a month. She works 35 hours a week and travels with her kiddos.
That's awesome.
Pretty awesome, right?
Yeah.
As far as
Very cool.
averages, this is pretty cool. So 73% of our students sign their client in month one. On average, it takes them 1 week to do it. So cool statistic behind this. The individuals that sign their client in month one, by the end of month 4, are averaging over 8K per month. The individuals that don't sign their client in month 1, but by the end of month 4, are averaging 6,500. So just to be a basic mediocre student, you can expect to make 6,500 up to 8K. So regardless, think about how much extra income that's bringing in your family.
Yeah.
Are you a basic mediocre woman?
No.
I love it. Damn right. Now this is cool. Of the students who hit a 10K month, on average, it takes them just 13 weeks to do so. So just think about this. Just over 90 days, you could be on the road to bring your family into another tax bracket, right? Crazy. And the students who stay with us 12 months have 97 clients on their roster on average. Those individuals with 97 clients are averaging 366,000 per year, which is crazy. Now, if you have 97 clients, clearly you have a team underneath you, right? You can't. 97 clients would be very hard. Now, if you're a one-woman show, you could expect to average anywhere between 30 to 60 clients, depending your organizational skills. Okay. Anything after that, if you're averaging 10K a month on a regular basis, that's where you're going to start being eligible for mastery level program. That's where we'll talk about running ads, hiring a DMer, bring on an assistant coach, basically teaching you how to lead leaders so you can step away from the daily monotonous activities and focus more on like expansion. Okay. All right. And everyone's rating the program a 4.5 out of 5 on average, which means they're getting massive results. Any questions on the averages?
No.
All right. So how are we feeling? Are we excited?
Yeah. It's exciting. It's also like scary. It's, nerve-wracking.
100%. If you're not scared or nervous, something's wrong with you, because in order for us to obtain a different result, we have to take an action which we've never done, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So the people that are the most successful, they encompass the 3 C's. They're coachable, they're committed, they're consistent. Coachable, what does that mean? It means we can take feedback without getting butthurt and adjust and make changes, right? That's going to better our business. Consistent means doing the things day in and day out, even if you don't want to do them. Because no matter what you get yourself into, there's going to be something that you're not going to want to do. But if you can do those things with the same energy toward the things that you love to do, you will kill it. Now, committed. The difference between interested and committed: interested means, yeah, sounds good, maybe I'll do it one day. Committed means I'm going to take action based upon where I see myself, and I'm not going to negotiate that. For better or for worse, I'm doing this. Treat this like a marriage, you'll get paid like one. Okay?
Okay.
Do you think you got the 3 C's?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. All right. So we feeling good. We feel like we want to commit to this thing.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Next, we're going to talk about the investment. You're like, okay, Jeremy, you've been bullshitting long enough. I asked for the price like 20 minutes ago. All right, we're gonna give it to you. There's going to be either a payment plan, which means we just put down a down payment, we spread the rest out over 4 months, or there'll be a paid in full option, which means we pay the whole thing up front and we save a significant amount of money. Okay. No matter where you're at financially, we do have extended payment plans. We have financing options. So if this is something that's in complete alignment with you and where you want to be, essentially, I have something that I can make happen for you. Okay. All right, let's talk about this. What's this thing going to cost us? Only $100,000 in your left kidney. I'm just playing. There's going to be a payment plan of $7,000. There'll be a paid in full option of $6,200 that saves you $800. Out of those two, which do you think would work best for you?
Probably so paid in full is $6,200.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, probably just the paid in full.
Okay, cool. Are you ready to commit to this? You ready to become 2.0 mom?
I don't want to say 100% yes because I got to talk to my husband, and I do have another call tomorrow with another company. I'm going to be open and honest.
Yeah.
I really like you guys, but I also am interested in the other company. You guys seem a lot friendlier and just more people friendly. I don't know. So I like your vibes. I like, the vibes I see on Instagram, how people were messaging me on Instagram, a lot more friendly, a lot more responsive. Just better about all those things. So I like all that about you guys. So I'm going to talk to the other company tomorrow. I'm going to talk to my husband tonight. But I am very, very interested.
Cool. Let me ask you a couple questions. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're looking at other companies, I want to help coach you through this. Cool. So one thing you're going to want to ask them or research on them, are they accredited through the Better Business Bureau? That's going to be a major one, right? Because that legitimizes if you're a legit business or not, right?
Okay.
Secondly, do they have a three times your investment guarantee? Which I already know the answer to that. No. Okay. The other one you want to look into as well. When they're going through their presentation, are they actually going in depth into their modules and showing you step by step, painting this picture on how this is actually going to happen for you? Okay.
Okay.
Other thing is, what's their one-on-one support like? Everyone has one-on-one support. They all say that. But are they having additional community? Are they making sure that they're hand-holding to the point to where you're successful? So we have a multitude of different one-on-one options. Okay. So now I want to do a little exercise with you. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
Cool. So I want you to just right now think about, or if you have a piece of paper, write down on one side of the paper everything that you want in a coaching program. Or if you know it, great. Let me know when you have that locked in.
Okay. I got some good ideas.
Cool. Now on the opposite side of that paper, I want you to write down everything that we didn't have that was on that list.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Come on, man.
You could say it, right?
So quick question. Okay. So if we have everything that checks off on your list, right? We've met all of your needs. And you already had mentioned that you already like the vibe and the different things that you're getting. What would be the one thing prohibiting you outside of the conversation with your husband? But outside of that, what would be the one thing prohibiting you moving forward with us?
I think just, fear of my own, I think it's just in my head, lack of commitment, lack of time, yada, yada, yada. But I think that's the biggest thing probably.
Okay,
Is that,
so,
start something and then never finish it and feel like a failure kind of thing. Anyway.
So I want you to think now, throughout your course of life, there's got to have been multiple times where you're like, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get through this. This seems like impossible, right? Then how many times out of those times that you felt like that, did you make it through? Because right now, I can tell you already went through 2 scary ass moments. You had 2 kids. Bringing human life in is a whole nother level, right?
It is, yes.
So you've already proven to yourself when push comes to shove, I have the discipline to get through things. Now, pregnancy is not just about holding a baby for 9 months, it's feeding it the right way, nourishing it, right? Putting yourself in a predicament to where your body can handle another human life inside of it, and how to really, nurture and build that, right? So same thing with here, right? You're at a point now to where you've now have 2 beautiful kids, but now you want to create something beautiful for yourself, which is not selfish, it's needed. Because if you're gonna pour into other people, you have to learn to pour into yourself first. Because if you've already poured into everybody else, you've got nothing left for you, right? So you're never gonna feel fulfilled no matter how much giving you do or how much that you do for others. You're always gonna feel like there's an aspect missing because you're not fulfilling your assignment. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if you have the opportunity now to still be a great mom, still be around these kiddos, but also build that financial freedom and also get that fulfillment that you need personally every day, where you feel like you're contributing outside of mom duties, of course, but to actually be like, yeah, we've got some extra play cash around here because of me. How would that make you feel?
Great. I'm really excited.
Right. Like you creating 10K, your husband's out working, and now you're also bringing in 10K while still doing the mom thing. How rewarding is that?
Really cool.
Now think, is there any other position you can think of that you could actually have that type of earning potential starting from scratch in as little as 4 months?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
So are you willing to settle for anything less than that for yourself or for your family?
No.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's do
Cool.
this.
Okay.
Now, you mentioned how you and your husband had this conversation about what you're trying to do.
Oh yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. You know.
Is he pretty on board with this? Is he excited for you too?
He is. Yeah, he is. For sure.
Okay, let me ask you this. I'm not going to overstep my bounds. I'm not in the business of getting people divorced, okay? Because I'm married too. But let me ask you this. If your husband is fully on board for what you need, and you've now figured out you found a solution to all of your problems, and now this is going to impact your family financially, because men are logical thinkers. We only go off of statistics, right? Men want to know, what's the return on investment I'm getting? How much is it going to cost? If we have all these things dialed down and it's a yes for him, what would hold you back from taking action today? Would he be opposed to you taking action if it's going to help the family in the long run?
No. He told me to go for it. Yeah.
So let's go for it.
Yeah. Let me talk to him. We'll probably put it on his business card. But let me run it by him.
That's fair. So what I'll do is I'll send you a condensed version of what we went through today so he can see. And it's like
That'd
a
be great.
10-minute video. So it won't be
Okay.
nearly as long. It won't be like my corny jokes and all this other stuff. Okay. It'll just be my business manager kind of running through the modules so you can see like the format of it. So you can kind of see the structure. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll send you over that. I don't know. I'll try to take a picture of the guarantees. You might be able to see it. It might be a little fuzzy, but I'll send you a picture of the 3 times your investment guarantee and the client averages, because he's going to want to know that as well. And then I also emphasize through the Better Business Bureau. Cool.
Okay. Great.
Now, if all that's a good to go with him and he loves it, if he would like, we can all jump on a call together if he has a question that he needs answered as well.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll let him know.
Okay, so why don't you look at your phone and let's figure out a time that works that we can like follow up and have this next call. Do you have anything available tomorrow?
Let's see. Tomorrow, I don't think he'll be home until 8:30 or so. He'll be around in the morning, but when the kids are awake in the morning, it's kind of crazy.
Sure,
So we
I
could
get that.
theoretically do tomorrow evening, but it'd have to be kind of late.
What time zone are you in?
We're in Eastern time zone.
Okay, cool. So how about this? Why don't you talk to your husband tonight, have that conversation with him, And then me and you, if he's like, yes, go for it, I like what I see, he can always personally call me as well, or text me and say, hey, what's up? I want to talk. You know, I don't get my answers. I didn't get all my questions answered. I'll set that up. But if he's good to go, let's just go ahead and get this set up.
Okay. That sounds good. Yeah, I'll talk to him tonight and I'll reach out to you
Is
tomorrow.
that cool? So what does tomorrow, what about, yeah, are you cool with us setting up a call maybe tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time?
Let's see. So I'm supposed to have the other call with the other company tomorrow, but I can probably just let me see what my husband thinks and well. Let's do Wednesday. What if we do Wednesday at 2:00?
Wednesday, I got 3 p.m. Eastern time available.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
I have Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern time available.
Okay.
Does that work?
Or do you have 1 o'clock-ish on Wednesday?
Yeah, I have a 1 p.m. Eastern time available.
Or do you have I'm sorry, I forget. I'm bringing my kids to the pool on Wednesday morning. What about anything in the evening on Wednesday?
Yeah, what time are you thinking? I have a 6 p.m. open.
Eastern, is that too late?
6 p.m. Eastern, you said?
Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm having a really hard time hearing you. My AirPod just died. And let's see if this one works. Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, still not paired, but okay, what was your question?
Does 6 p.m. Eastern time work for you on Wednesday?
It's gonna be right during crazy dinner time.
Okay. Do you want to do 7 p.m. Eastern time?
What about tomorrow night, Tuesday, like at 8 or 9 o'clock Eastern?
Yeah, let's go 8 p.m. Eastern time.
8 p.m. Okay, let's do that.
Cool. I'm going to put here 8 p.m. Eastern. Did you lock me in?
Okay. So tomorrow at 8 Eastern.
You got it.
Okay, great.
All right. So I'll send that over to you right after those are resources for you and your husband to look over. And then I'll see you guys.
Okay, that sounds
Tomorrow
great. Thank
night.
you. Yeah.
All right. You have a great day.
Okay, thank you so much.
You got it. Bye-bye.